Mic sounds nice. Check one. And here I am. Welcome to another episode of Just Ask Cher Live. My name is Cher Jones, and guess what I remembered, my friends? For all those who watch on a regular basis, you know I have issues with time, the timer. But look at that, and not only am I placing it, for all those who know me, you know I usually have trouble starting it, but not today, my friends. I am ready, I am live, and look at that, the timer is going. So guess what? The LinkedIn intro video challenge has been, well, I want to exaggerate and say it's been hitting LinkedIn by storm, but it is gaining momentum. I talked about that last week, but even more momentum because more people are hopping on and saying, you know what? I'll throw down my content gauntlet. Yes, that's the word, gauntlet. Why can't I speak today? And I am going to do my video, and that's what's happening. So I'm getting a lot of messages. I'm seeing a lot of love between all of those who have already threw down, created their videos. I'm going to show a few more because I'm so proud of them. And there's also a few stories I want to share. But this show is dedicated to shout out all of those who have done their intro video. It's also dedicated to all those who have not. Because seriously, what are you waiting for? It's in your head. And I want to get you out of your head and into the LinkedIn newsfeed because I want to share some of the awesome stories that are happening as a result of these little intro. Well, I don't want to diminish it. They're not little intro videos. They're less than 2 minutes. It's not that deep. If this is the first time you're ever hearing about intro videos, where have you been for the last 2 weeks? Because that's kind of what I talked about. Well, the first week, that's where the idea came from. And then last week is really where we broke it down on how to do it. So if you missed that episode, catch up, my friend. Just go to the YouTube channel or go to my LinkedIn profile. And if we haven't met before, my name is right there, Cher Jones. And I am a corporate social media trainer. I help professionals as well as entrepreneurs working in the corporate space with corporate develop powerful personal brands in business. So they don't look like job seekers. They actually look like they're there on LinkedIn and any other social media that makes sense for them. They look like they're there for business. And not only do I make them look like they're there and sound like they're there, I show them how to act like they're there by giving them the training they need so that they can integrate being social in everyday world, in their everyday roles at work. So whether it's from a sales perspective, whether they are leaders, at the end of the day, I help you develop this online presence that makes people want to work with or for you or both. Win-win, right? So that's what I do. And every single week on Just Ask Cher Live, I share live tips and tricks as well as a scroll stopper. So I break down what stops my thumb. What did I see on the interwebs that made me say, hey, wait a minute, that's a good post. I break it down so that you can use the same strategy and apply it to your world. Because there's more than enough really good ideas to go around and you can definitely use them. Okay, what else do I do? Well, I get really excited about tech because I love tech. I'm really kind of geek out on tech. So in Tap That App this week, if you are like me and like to use emojis from the desktop, I've shared another resource before, but I found a new one that I'm liking even more. Because sometimes that colon and bracket is just not emoting the way I want it to. So I'm going to show you how you can rock your emojis from your desktop in a really cool way. And so let's get into it. So the first thing, of course, those who know me, I always want to know, are you team live or are you team replay? And where are you hailing from? Right now, I'm in Toronto, but guess what? On the weekend, I was in North Carolina. And next weekend, I am going to be in San Diego, California, because Social Media Marketing World, one of the biggest social media conferences, is going on. And if I didn't take my craft seriously, it's all about, I know a lot, don't get it twisted, but there's always so much more to learn. So I'm going to be at this conference all weekend next week up until like Wednesday or Thursday. I'll be in San Diego. So if you are in the neighborhood, let a sister know. Send me a DM, message me. I'm going to be like literally downtown San Diego, hanging out, learning more about social so that I can help my clients be more social. And also networking, because it's kind of a thing. So I'm going to jump online right now and make sure you are in there and you're watching and this is working, because it's always good, right? We always want to make sure that, we're talking to each other and I'm not just talking to the air, because that's no fun, right? So let's see here. And then I can do I see people are there. How fascinating. And this is awesome. Okay, so let me say hi to Laura E. Knights. And Laura loves your video. See, you guys are coming through for these videos, right? Chad, you rocked your video too. Proud of you. Daryl, got to feature Daryl tonight. He reintroduced himself to his entire network and was so creative with his. Tim, hello. He says, hello, Cher Jones. Well, hello, Tim Worthington. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you. Not meet you, but to see you and to talk to you. It's a two-way conversation. I can read the text. We talking. Okay, Roxanne. Hey, beautiful. Hey, beautiful. Right back at you. Okay. And Dila and Dr. Carla, Team Live. All these people just rocking out Team Live. Linda, hey, how are you? Again, you got to get back on my list, girl. Stephanie, Team Live from New York City. Love it. I got to be in New York. I was supposed to be there in April, but things got kind of mixed up. So I'm still planning to be there. I'll just let you know when. Don't have a date yet, but I will be back. And Faye, hey. And Lori, nice to see you as well. And let's see, Candace. All right, Team Live, Candace. Tiffany, Team Live. Brenda from Metro Detroit. Brenda, I was in your city last night, but only in the airport. But that's okay. Still repping Detroit. Rhonda from San Diego. Yes. Are you going to be at Social Media Marketing World? If not, we can still find a way to get some coffee, something. Okay. And Marcel, nice to see you as well. I see a link there. Not sure what that's for, but we'll take a look after. Oh, yes. Poria, he is one of the people, the success stories that I'm going to be talking about tonight. So if you haven't connected with him, you need to connect with him and go look at his video and go look at the follow-up to that video. I need a drink. Just this kind of drink. Don't worry. It's never that bad. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah, so don't call me this weekend, Linda, but we can still make things happen for the following week. Let's see. Scott, Afsene, hello. And Laura, oh my gosh. Okay, guys, I love you. And I know there's more of you. I don't even get to see all the people at once, but that's okay. I will get back in there later. You know, I have love for you, and I thank you guys for tuning in live. So today's all about getting out of your own way, and it's not just about the intro video challenge, although I believe it is a super important challenge that you all can take advantage of. And if you haven't seen it as of yet, check the hashtag intro video challenge. Really, it's really not that deep. Check it out and see what people are doing. You see the amount of engagement that people are getting. People are loving to meet you on video. But then I'm getting a lot of DMs saying, I'm going to do it. And then I'm sitting here waiting for your video. That's not happening. So what's in the way? At this point, because I've talked to you about how to do it last week, it's right now in your head. You're in your head about your video. And I have talked to a few people about being in their head. And here's some of the advice that I want to give you. So let's dive right into that. And let me show you this. You guys are way too smart to be standing in your own way. Can I get a witness? You guys need to even come on, screenshot that. You are way too smart to be standing in your own way. All right? So enough of this. Let's get her done. All right? Good. Okay. So let's come back to me because it's my show. And let me put my timer back because the timer keeps me honest. Right? Yes. There we go. Okay. So it's all about getting out of your own way, right? So here's the first thing that I have to tell you. If you've been waiting on posting any type of content, whether it's a video, whether it's the intro video, whether it's a blog, whether it's, you're waiting in the wings, whether it's a picture of you. Some people don't even have a profile picture yet. Come on now. But if you're waiting, one of the things that I want to ask you in the meantime, because I forgot to ask you this question. I totally forgot, but it's okay. Have you done the intro video challenge yet? Yes or no? I see a lot of people watching this week who have done it, which is dope. And that's exciting for me. So I love that. But I know that there's a lot of you who haven't. So, raise your hand if you're not sure. But either way, let me know. I want to see yes or no. And I see a lot more people jumping in as well. And I love what Daryl's saying. Daryl, if you haven't seen his, it's really dope. It took a little bit of work, you put a lot of effort and energy into it, and I think it's paying off. I think it was so creative and it really stands out. And it totally is in alignment with your brand because you have been able to marry what's up here when it comes to insurance and helping people better understand what they need to know, as well as your love and passion for hip hop. And Daryl, thinking about you, hip hop, Run DMC, throwback. I don't know. I know you use Jay-Z, but that's okay. They were first. But at least before Jay-Z. Anyways, they weren't quite first, but we'll keep it moving. Okay, so getting out of your own way. Guys, the first thing you need to do is know why you're doing this. Let's just step back for a second and recognize the fact that content, when you create content, although not everybody needs to create content in the world, and I get that, and it's not for everybody, but I think you can at least try. But you need to know your why. Why are you doing it? So in the case of the intro video challenge, it is to introduce yourself to your network. You're building all these connections. For a lot of you right now, you're just collecting connections and kind of scrolling by the sidelines, scrolling. You're meeting people. You even sometimes like their stuff, but you don't even know them yet. This is a great way. When you bring yourself out on video, there's so many people that I know their picture and their picture has become them. But when you put yourself out on video, you bring yourself to life. Also, it is about communicating things that you can't communicate with words. So when you are on camera, and sometimes it's going to take a little bit of practice, but it shouldn't stop you from doing this. Your first video is never going to be as good as your 10th. So you got to start doing it. But back to knowing your why. The why is that we know video works. We know people remember and retain way more when they watch something on video. For most people, they retain a lot more than when they read something. Some people are more, I can't remember, it's like there's auditory learners, and then there's people who read and they retain more. I'm not really ready to break that down. But anyways, we know that there are a lot of stats, marketing stats will say that people, when they watch a video, they retain more marketing messages. So let's go with that. So knowing your why, knowing the why are you communicating this? Why do you want people to know about this? And also their why. What do they get from learning about you? They get access to you. So let's remember that. Okay, moving on. Guys, it's not that deep. It's just a video. It is not a commercial production that costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to create. It's literally the thing that you already own access to. And if you need the good light, you don't have to buy studio lighting like me. You just need to stand by a really good window and put your phone in front of the window. And you talk to the window and the phone. And remember what I told you guys last week, make sure you look at the lens. A lot of you guys are looking at yourselves rather than the lens. You got to look right in that little hole. Don't look, just stay away from the light, look into the lens. Okay? It's so distracting. because you want to look at yourself, you want to see how you look, but then we don't connect. So that's just a side thing that I was giving some of the tips last week. Look at the lens. All right. So it's really not that deep. It's just a video. You're not going to break the internet by putting up a video of yourself. It's not going to be the worst thing in the world. And guess what? For a lot of you who did it the first time, you feel really good, but you know you could rock it again. Create a new video in 3 months. There's this really interesting feature coming out. I don't have access to it yet. And what I've noticed, if you don't have access to it, you can't see it for those who do have access to it. So basically what it is this new feature. It's kind of like a pinned tweet or pinned post on Facebook where you can feature some content and a significant amount of content. You can even link out to different websites. So if you have an opt-in, this is coming on LinkedIn. So rather than just seeing blog posts that you posted, let's say back in 2015 or 2016 or whenever your last blog post was, you can determine what people see first. This is huge. So imagine one of your featured pieces of content is your intro video. So again, it's not that deep, but then eventually when you get it to the point where people can meet you for the first time, just do it. Just put yourself out there, because if you were to meet someone face to face, you'd probably want to tell them the same thing, and this gives you practice. It's not that deep. Just get her done. All right? And then point form your script. Last week I shared basically what is the elements, what is the script or the point forms of the intro video challenge. It's basically just an elevator pitch, guys. It's really not that deep. So at the end of these points, I am going to go to a screen so you can actually screenshot it. So be ready for that if you still need the script. And you'll see, again, it's not that deep. And then other thing is, go see the people who have already done it. See what they've said, how they've started it out, what resonated with you. I watched one today by Martin Wales, and he's an expert at it, and he teaches his clients how to do it as well, because he's the customer catcher. So he's helping his clients do that. But it doesn't matter the fact that he's more of an expert than the average bear. It caught my attention. He did a really good job off the top. And if you search intro video challenge, you'll find his as well. So I want you guys to check that out. But know what you're going to say. So know your why, and then point form your script is really your what. Okay? Here's the thing that's keeping a lot of you back from doing this. I don't sound the same. I sound so different. Or I look different. I look bigger, or I look smaller, or my nose looks bigger, I look tiny, or whatever your hang up is. I hate the way my hair looks. Guess what? What you see is what you get. That is how you look. That is how you show up. That is how you sound to everybody else. Right? So bottom line, if I were to put your ideal customer, your ideal staff, your ideal project in front of you, could you do it? Of course you can. It has nothing to do with this. It has nothing to do with how you sound, because trust me, I've dealt with this too. So this is not me speaking from on high. I deal with it all the time. There are times when I don't feel like coming on camera. But at the bottom, and I'm just noticing I'm a little bit fuzzy. There we go. At the end of the day, it's like people see you. People see angles that you can't even see. So we have to get over ourselves and get out of our own way. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'm going to jump into the comments as soon as I get through this. But you look the same. You sound the same. Just because you sound different, because you're seeing yourself from an angle that you're not normally used to seeing, people have seen it. So you really do have to get over it, okay? But once you do, trust me, the world opens up, and sometimes you just have to grin and okay, I hate it, but I'm putting it out there because I know that this is right in my head, as opposed to being on the newsfeed. And it's about you getting on the newsfeed. Okay. And then finally, if you're struggling, maybe sometimes what you can do, and a lot of people have done this, is they've literally, and I encourage you to do this if you're struggling, send it to me, send it to somebody you know, and just say, what do you think? Chances are they'll encourage you. And again, what I said before, is you can do it again in 3 months. You can reintroduce yourself and reintroduce yourself again, and you'll get better at it. So if you're at least posting it via DM, sending it to somebody on WhatsApp and just saying, what do you think of this? Is it okay? Do you think I should post it? A couple people have sent me theirs and I gave them feedback and they re-recorded it and they rocked it the second or third time. So feel free to send it to me if you're still waiting. So getting out of your way means knowing your why, remembering it's not that deep. You're not going to break the internet. Seriously, your video is not going to break the internet. Point form your script so you know what you're going to say. Remembering that you sound and look the same. It's just inside here that's telling you it's different. And of course, if you're struggling, share it via DM first. Share it with me, share it with somebody, just ask for feedback and opinion. What should I do differently? And oftentimes when you see it, a lot of people, is they're not connecting with the camera. Their camera lens was dirty. They need a better lighting, or they just need to do it a few times and they get really comfortable with it. So if you are in your head about this, trust me, this stuff works. This intro challenge is epic for all those who are participating in it, and they're seeing, like, they're getting out of what's awesome is I'm seeing some people get out of their comfort zone and realizing that video's not that deep and they can do more of it and they feel really good about it after it's done. It's so gratifying and it's a wonderful way to step out and meet your network. So what I'm gonna do right now is I want to know what you guys think. Of course, give me some loves. Give me some, like, a thumbs up. And can you get out of your way? Yes. Clap. Give yourself a hand. Give me some love. Whatever it is, I just want to know how you're feeling right now. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump back in here and take a look at what people are saying. All right. So let's see where I left up. Yes, Marev, video says so much about people and people are so afraid of it, but it is so awesome. There's a lot of people here saying, yes, they've done it. Whitney's, hey there. Scott Willis says, you said me, and you know what? I missed out to what you're saying me to, but I'll figure it out later when I watch it. Where's your lighting at? Oh, this is a great question, Brenda. So I have these dope ass lights that are my language. They're basically flat panel soft boxes. And so I have them literally like right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, right. See my hands? They're right here. So they're facing out and they kind of come behind me. So yeah, it's a really cool soft panel effect. And thank you, by the way. Okay. So, by the way, guys, plug for not next week's show, but the week after, I'm doing a full Ask Me Anything, and you can send your questions in advance. I'll get into that later. So if you have any questions at all, it's like no holds bars. Ask me anything. Okay. So Bertina says she hasn't done hers yet. Tiffany, come on. Tiffany, you're so awesome on video. Come on. You need to jump on this. There's no excuse for you. Okay. And I know you're not even in your own head about it because you're awesome on video. So get the time. I should add another thing there. Add it to your calendar so you can get it done. Okay. Dr. Carla, come on. All these people I see that should be doing it. And Kimberly's saying, thank you, Cher. This is so helpful. So Kimberly, can I nudge you a little further and say yes, by the weekend, by the end of the weekend, you're going to post yours. And then here's something else I wanted to tell you guys. So where I'm seeing is you guys finally get it done and then you post it at 10 o'clock at night on LinkedIn when no one's on LinkedIn. What you need to do is post it at a really good time where there's momentum in the network where you can get people to see it and then you'll get traction in it. Because what happens, this is like an aside because I've seen a lot of people do it. I've even told a few people to take it down because you posted it too late and repost it in the morning, because of the fact that you'll lose the algorithmic, I'm trying to think of the word, momentum, the algorithmic momentum. I totally made up that term, but you'll lose that momentum. You want to post it when you know a lot of your network's on. And then you can also even DM it to a few people and just ask for their feedback, because that also gives the algorithm a bit of a push so that it's pushed out and seen more. So that's important as well. Let's see. I need to be around for the ask me question. Oh, Patricia, you write down your damn questions, girl, because send them to me. I'm going to create a post about it because please definitely be around. So that's 2 weeks from this Tuesday, because next week I'm going to be in California, as I was mentioning. And as well, let's see. Daryl shared his post. I love it. I get on camera in sweats, no haircut, whatever. Just put it out and see what happens. Yes, Floyd. Yes, that is what I'm trying to do more of. Trying to make, like, not always be perfect. And like, I do prep for, like, I definitely work on, do the makeup bit for this show. But stories especially on Instagram is great for just no filter, real life. Just do it. And I know we're over filtered over there, but you can do it. And let's see. And yes, Latrice, you did a great job on your video. Everybody let me see. And yes, a lot of people who are doing the videos have done it before because it's easy for them. But guys, keep on doing it. Keep on going on. Linda, she just said, I don't articulate well. That is the biggest load of... Okay, I'm not going to say the word, but I really want to, because that's ridiculous. I've seen you speak. You're incredible. We've had several conversations. Get over yourself and get on the video. And that's for everybody else too. Get over yourself and get on the video and start doing this. Okay, so you guys, I am loving it. Hey, Elizabeth from Texas. And Martin Wells, yes, you rocked it. Chad, you're back. You're in it. Yes, time zone tip is very helpful. It really helped. So Stephanie was one of the people that I said, listen, Stephanie, great video, but take it off right now. Because she messaged me as soon as she posted it. And I was like, you are not going to get the traction and momentum that you'll get if you send it in the morning, because it does matter, guys. So also, when you're thinking about it, try to avoid the Saturdays and the Sundays. If you have already momentum in your network with your algorithm, it doesn't matter as much. But for those of you who are just starting to get active, the best days are Tuesday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, in the mornings around 9 a.m., even anywhere between 7 and 9 a.m. I say even around 8, because that's when people are getting into work. Also around lunchtime and right before work is ending. Though a little early in the afternoon, around 3 o'clock. Those are good times as well. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday are the hot times on LinkedIn, just if you're wondering. And those of you on Twitter watching, don't worry. I appreciate you watching, and Facebook, as well as my YouTubers. I love you guys too, because I know there's a lot of people who actually catch the show on the replay on YouTube, and I appreciate you guys watching. Okay, so let me jump in to what I have next on the program, because how the hell did this time go by? Sorry for my mouth, but we're getting out of your way. Right? Let me show you the intro framework one more time, guys, because I promised that. So if you need to screenshot this right now, here is your script. You get their attention with a problem, a statement. You, as a social media trainer, I help professionals, leaders, and entrepreneurs working in corporate develop powerful personal brands. So do what? So they can. And here's why. I don't even have time to go through this because I went through this on the last episode. But screenshot this. This is your script, baby. This is your script. You guys can do it, okay? So back on camera for me, I want to remind you as well that if you are not on my A-list, I didn't email you guys last week, but I will be emailing you this week some more tips and tricks. Get on the A-list by going to just-share.com. And this week's Scroll Stopper is brought to you by Sebastian Nagel. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his last name right. He is from Amsterdam in Holland. And he also is a LinkedIn trainer. He works with a lot of companies out in Holland and I'm sure worldwide, because, hey, you're on LinkedIn. And anyways, love what he created, guys. I'm going to have to move this timer because it's going to stress me out. I promise not to stay too late. I got to figure out this timing thing. But anyways, promise not to stay too late, guys. I promise, but it's going to stress me out. Sorry, guys. So pausing that. Let's just move it away. But anyways, here's what I wanted to show you guys. And I wanted to show you what you can do with this. Research, let me get back on camera for a second. A little research goes a long way. If you want to get in front of your target audience, if you want to show what you know, if you want to create authority, you can create your own research. And research, not create, you can do your own research and then create a report out of it. And that is exactly what Sebastian did. So let's hop back into here. Okay. And what he did is he created the state of LinkedIn company pages in 2020. Right? And basically what he did first is he identifies the post. And so this, if you guys have not been watching the show before, I know you guys, a lot of you are regulars, but if you haven't watched the show before, this is the Scroll Stoppers, where I break down why the post works and how you can do the same thing, but in your own industry. And in this case, what we're looking at right now, let's go back to the screen, is right over on the left where it says the state of LinkedIn company pages. This is actually a document that he uploaded. I believe it's an 8-page document, which I will flip through in just a second. And he did his own research with his partner, Judith, and they analyzed over 5,000, almost 5,500 updates in order to gain more insight about LinkedIn pages. And what he did is he created this awesome document. But when he posted it, he identified exactly who it was for. So he says, attention LinkedIn company page admins. Did you know that companies that post 5 to 10 times a week on LinkedIn attract the least followers? Talk about getting my attention, because you would think by posting 5 to 10 times a week, you're going to get the most followers, and it's the counter to that. So already you got my attention, and that's one of the reasons why I stopped my thumb from scrolling, because it was that attention grabbing. It's like, wait, what? Although anecdotally for me, when it comes to company pages, a lot of company pages are just sharing links. They're not sharing true content. So I can look at that and rationalize why. But it's very fascinating to see actual data that's not coming from LinkedIn, see another side. So that's what he's done. And the next thing that he did was he provided the background and purpose. So we go back to this. He's like, in January, they analyzed all of these pages to simply understand the dynamics of pages, because pages for many people are still a mystery. So he goes in to explain why he's doing it. So providing the background and purpose. So if you're creating research for your community to get the attention, you want to talk about why you're doing it. And this is usually the problem that you are helping people solve. Whether that is, again, whether you are a subject matter expert within your company, whether that could be even around leadership, guys. This is not just something that's like hard data. This could be about how you lead, how you create, the things that you do. There's so many applications to this. But anyways, let's continue. Research equals authority. So when you're doing research, it immediately says, I've done this research. All of a sudden we pay attention. Research. I haven't done research. This person must know what they're talking about. You got to judge the quality of the research, but all the same, we instantly level up their authority. Okay. So that also gives you authority in your space. So let me show you what I mean by nice layout. So we've got the company pages here, and we've got I just need to find exactly what I want to share for you guys. Give me a sec. Don't tell me I lost it. Okay, guys, I'm going to link to it because I don't have my example ready for you guys anymore, because I have my other thing rolled in here. Let's see. One more second. You guys are awesome for hanging in there with me live. And I will get it for you because I really want you to see it, because it's no fun if you can't see it. All right, I got hold on. Thank you guys for being patient. You guys are the best. And you guys are so cool. I appreciate you. But here we come with my awesomeness. All right. So what you see right now is this is the research paper that I wanted to show you guys. So when you look through it, He goes into the graphics. He goes into the research framework. And let me show you a little bit more so you can see it. You can see the numbers. This is a really nice layout and design, average impressions, all that stuff, and the updates that, and everything that they looked at. And at the end of the day, you see how easy it is to consume. You see the people behind the research, therefore the authority as well. So let me move this back out of the way. But that's something that I just want you guys to know, that you can create something like that on Canva. Okay. If you're not used to Canva, you definitely want to check it out. But ultimately, the nice layout is easily done in Canva. You can use the infographic layouts, but do it in a document setting, so you can upload it rather than one big infographic that will come out really small. And then you can make magic and look real smart. And who doesn't want that? So that was a scroll stopper for me. But ultimately, when we identify who the research is for, we provide the purpose in the background, which usually talks about the problem that you solve. And then when you create these research documents, you look real smart. And it gives you that authority. So I think that is really awesome. And let's just see what you guys are saying. And Khadijah says, thanks for putting up examples. You're so welcome. Thank you. And Dr. Timothy says, I'm awesome. You know, I will always try to own my awesome whenever I can. And yes, Kevin, you owe me an intro. I'm waiting. So stop waiting. And if you missed the beginning of the show, you need to go back and watch it because you're in your own way right now. And Gladys, let's see. Yes, Gary is an A-lister and he is Team Live. And guess who I'm seeing in San Diego? Yes, you. Okay. And Candace, I love it. Thank you. I try to be real because you know what? This stuff, it's not Hollywood. This is just the Just Ask Cher, the one-man band, one-woman band, one-woman show. And if you can't laugh at yourself, if you can't recognize that you're not perfect, then listen, you're not ready for prime time. So that's what I try to be, just me. All right, Canva. Yes, you need to go look. Yes, Canva. You spelt it right. Canva. That's going to game change your world. For anybody who has never used Canva, y'all need to get on Canva. I know there's a lot of diehards here who've watched me before. I recommended it twice at least on my show. Canva, Canva.com. Game changing for anything as far as graphics are concerned. It's even worth buying the paid version of it. So quickly, I'm going to jump into Tap That App because I don't want to forget about this. I love this so much. And if you like to use emojis as much as I do sometimes, like that little colon and the bracket, just doesn't do it. You need real emojis. So check this out. Emoji Em. Basically, what you can do is you can search it. I know it's kind of hard to see here, but if you go to this website right here, or if you even just search Emoji Em, you'll find it. But take a screenshot if you're trying to remember. And this is something that I would recommend that you even bookmark. So basically what you can do is you can put in angry, sad, happy, whatever feeling you're feeling, excited, and it will show you, it will pull up all the emojis, and then all you have to do is select it and it will copy it into your keyboard, and then you can paste it. It's a little bit more, it's still not your cell phone, but if you want to have that emoji life and you want to use it in your post, because emojis say 1,000 words. Just one single icon changes everything. So you definitely want to use it. So again, going back, Emoji Em, it's a web-based app that is game-changing when it comes to communication. So check that out. And of course, if you watch this far, you just got to be following #JustAskShare, because that is exactly what you need to be doing. And of course, sharing is caring, right, guys? So you want to make sure that you're sharing it. And speaking of my A's to your Q's, I am going full out Q&A. Ask me anything. I'm probably going to take a whole hour, hopefully, if I have enough questions. I'll take no more than an hour, half an hour to an hour, but it'll be 2 weeks from now. 2 weeks. 2 and 2. Do you guys remember Chuck Woolery? I don't like him very much anymore, but way back in the days, for those of you who are born like 80 and older, so in the 70s and older, Chuck Woolery, the dating show. Anyways, yes, 2 and 2, 2 weeks. I will be taking your A's to your Q's. So remember that. I also wanted to share something really dope, and I just want to find it so that I can actually share it with you. And messed up my whole flow here. Oh, yes. So one thing that I'm going to switch over to this in just a second. All right, guys, you ready for this? Okay, so give me 1 second, because you got to see this. You got to know about this. So for International Women's Day, everybody that I know personally wants to be seen, be heard, be healthy, or be rich, or all of the above. Well, remember that. Be seen, be heard, be healthy, be rich.com. And there is 15 women are going to rock the stage. And I'm going to go full screen on this right now. And they're sharing their knowledge, their expertise. You see my face right there? And if you want to get in on the action of these 15 hours of free master classes that are revealed on March 8th for International Women's Day, get on this. Be seen, be heard, be healthy, be rich.com. That's where you want to be for all this goodness. And you'll learn a lot. So I did a whole masterclass on this, and like an hour on being seen. So let's get back. Look at me, look at my face. That's right. So coming up next, as I said before, I'll be in San Diego next week, but I'm going to go live anyway. We'll see how that works out. It won't be what you're used to. I'll give you live behind the scenes of what's going on over there. And then the week after, my A's to your Q's, ask me anything, Cher AMAs. I am so excited about that. And like I said, sharing is caring. So make sure, if you've been watching this far, you know you're going to share it with your audience, right? Share the love. Share the love. My goodness. So guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I expect to see more videos, intro videos. Do not sleep on this opportunity. Get out of your own way. You are too awesome to be in your own way. So get out and get online. Do those videos. For all of you who have committed to doing the videos, come on. Make your yes your yes and your no your no. So say yes to video. Just do it, even if it just means sliding in my DM and saying, Sharon, what do you think? Should I record it again? And do you have any advice? Or can I post it? And you don't need me. You don't even need to ask me for that. But if you are just a little bit shy and timid, you can. But you really don't need to. You're not going to break the internet. Get her done. Get out there. Guys, thank you so much for watching. You really are exciting. It excites me and it pleases me. It makes me so happy that every week you guys come and watch and learn. And if you ever have any questions, 2 weeks from now, you can ask all the questions you want, but you know you can slide in my DMs anytime. If we are not connected, fix that. Let's get connected. And of course, jump on to my mailing list. And before I go, we got a little, oh my gosh, I was super long today. Diane is here. Yes to video. I love it. Cause you know what, Martin, you rock on video. So, for all of you, I'm going to jump into the comments just now. I'm sorry to keep you so late, but I just had so much share goodness to share, right? So make sure you are on the A list. And easy peasy, lemon squeezy, justusshare.com. Thank you guys so much for watching. You are absolutely my favorite people in the world, and I love you. Thank you. Talk to you soon. justusshare.com.